Good afternoon, Christian. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Jeremy Carreras, and I will be conducting your interview. I will start by asking you a few questions and then give you an opportunity at the end to ask any questions you may have. Is that okay?
That sounds good, Jeremy.
Okay, first, let's start by taking 1 or 2 minutes and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Christian Hoffman. I'm 40 years old. I currently reside in Chalmette, Louisiana. I've got 75 hours into a business administration degree at Nicholls State University. I'm currently employed at E.M. Biso & Sons as a captain of harbor tugs. Been working there about 15 years. I have experience in foreign trips to different countries, bringing barges. I have oil field experience, working with different rigs in the Gulf, and I do a lot of inland work, docking and undocking ships in the Mississippi River.
Sounds great. Now, we have many well-qualified candidates. Why should we choose you?
Well, like I said, I've got plenty of experience working with single screw tugs, twin screw tugs, and Z-drive tugs. Mostly Z-drive tugs lately with the azimuth drives. You know, you can do 360s, and that's the new way, the new equipment coming out in the industry. And I got plenty of experience working offshore and inland, which is mainly where the business is going to be taken care of. And that's it.
Sounds good. What has been the most stressful situation you have ever experienced on the job, and what was the outcome of the situation?
Well, we were returning from Trinidad, and a plot charter and a GPS went offline. So we had to hand chart and hand plot everything back from the middle of the Caribbean around Cuba to make it back to New Orleans. Let's just say we had to put in our old techniques, and everything worked out pretty good.
Wow, that does sound stressful. What do you think are your biggest strengths and weaknesses?
Well, I got a pretty good work ethic. You know, I don't mind getting my hands dirty, getting down in the engine room, helping my engineer. A couple of weeks ago, the cooler went out, got down there, helped them change it to get the boat back online so we didn't miss any work. The crew loves me. They like to work for me because I do like to get my hands dirty and help them. If they need help washing the boat or cleaning or painting the boat, I'm out there with them, helping them. So they respect me a lot more for that, to help go out there and help with them. And I'm good with paperwork. You know, I know how to work Word, Access, Excel. So, you know, doing payrolls and provisions and dealing with the office and taking jobs. We've got to enter these things in different programs, whether it be Excel or Access, Microsoft Access. And my weaknesses, I'm probably too much of a perfectionist. I take too much time doing certain things. I need to remember that, you know, doing it right the first time is probably right, because that's probably my biggest weakness. My other weakness would probably be delegation. I like to do a lot of work, so I need to work on myself to let other people do the work for me, and trust the training that I gave to them will help out in the end, and won't have to rely on myself so much.
I have a random question. Really doesn't have much to do with this interview, but if a taxi and a limo had the same fare, what would you choose and why?
Taxi and a limo had the same fare. Huh. Well, if they were both outside of my door and I had to choose, I'd probably take the limo. Whatever one got there first, that's probably the one I would go with. But being that I'm a blue-collar guy, I'd probably take the taxi. I wouldn't want to feel too uppity or too high class riding in a limousine anywhere. So I'd say most probably a taxi.
Now, finally, when it comes to safety, do you feel that all accidents are avoidable? Why or why not?
All accidents are avoidable. It's funny you ask that question, because working on the boats, as a captain, we do a lot of safety meetings. And this has been brought up before in a safety meeting. And then the company's policy even is, you know, 0 accidents, 0 injuries, and 0 spills. So I do think all accidents are avoidable. If there is an accident, there's always one way you can look at it. Something should have been done different. People get too complacent, so they think there is not going to be accidents. So I probably would say that all accidents are avoidable, yes.
Christian, that concludes our interview. Thank you for taking your time with me today, and wish you the best of luck in the future.
Thanks, Jeremy.
You'll be hearing from us soon.